We are live! Welcome, everybody, to the Survival Summit. I am Jesse, Chief Operating Officer of the Survival Summit. With me is Daniel Kuykendall, owner, photographer, videographer, producer, editor, whatever other fucking title you might have.
Now dog owner.
Ooh, yes, Greyhound dog owner now. Did you bring the dog in the room this time?
He's sleeping like he always does.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Greyhound. They don't do anything.
Maybe you should wake him up. What's the dog's name, by the way?
Max. That was his racing name. It was MRL Mad Max.
Nice. Good old Max. We'll give it a couple minutes. Let a couple people stream on in. Weird choice of words there. Whatever.
You.
As you guys can see, there's a shitload of medical gear.
You've only got a couple items back there. And we got Quinn with us today. Quinn should enjoy tonight's subject matter.
I have about 7 kits back here, and I have a whole bunch of other gear that's pretty much stuff that's been used for trainings and is just kicking around. Use it with the kid, things like that. All right. Oh, look at that. We actually have a mod in stream. Holy shit, it's a miracle. He is on time.
We're official. This is we have a mod.
We do have a mod.
I never thought we'd get to this point.
He actually showed up on time. It's crazy. Puddin'. Top of the fucking morning to you. Glad you could fucking make it on the show. Oh, you've been busy with work, I think that's horse shit. I don't believe it.
Yeah, that's been busy with a job that actually makes some money.
What is his actual job? I can't remember.
He works at Publix in the meat department. So he handles his meat all day.
Wait, are you being serious?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So if anybody wants some good cuts of meat, he's got the hookup.
Yeah, look up Puddin', Lord Puddin' Balls.
He'll ship it to you UPS.
He's a meat cutting apprentice. Ooh. He's also our mod, so if you say anything stupid in the stream, he's going to time you out. Now, mod, Mr. Puddin'.
And cut you up.
Remember, you can do that new command where you can put how many seconds you time someone out for. So tonight, if we have anybody who has like some crazed, won't shut the fuck up, weird angle on something and just won't go away, just time them right out.
Oh, like the email we got today.
Yeah. So the guy with the name Balls. Yeah, exactly. It's a really great mod we have. Yeah, we did get a pretty strange email, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that fucking guy's probably not watching the stream because he's older than dirt. But let's not go over the content of that email necessarily. It's very strange.
It was sometimes we get some
real whack jobs.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. He tested it out. He timed you out, Dan, for 20 seconds. Reason, seconds. So put in where it says seconds, you only have to put 20, and then after that, put the reason. Don't put the words, take out the word seconds and put the reason. So that way, whoever the person is can see why they were timed out.
He packs meat for a living. I guess if he worked at a chocolatier, however you pronounce it,
but he'd
be packing. I'm going to stop there because you yelled at me last time for terms of service.
Yeah, let's not get banned immediately out of the gate. How about that? All right, so to start off today's stream, we are actually going to watch a very fast clip from Bug Out with Jonathan Hollerman talking about first aid. And then after that, we're going to go through this huge, just massive amount of kits. I have a custom kit here. I have a few North American Rescue kits. This is almost all North American Rescue gear anyway. And then I
Jesse
have
has a
regular
problem.
first aid. This is not all of my kits either. I have bug out bags that also have kits, but I didn't want to take everything apart and take everything out. So we're going to go through all this stuff. We're also going to go through training gear that I have kicking around. Stuff we can train with. You can train with your family. You're not going to want to use this stuff in your regular kits. And I kind of wish Puddin' was here because I really wanted to test this decompression needle and stab him just to, see if it works.
Yeah, I hear they're pretty painless.
Well, we got to stab him first.
Only one way to find out, right?
And then do the decompression because we got to hear the whoosh of air. We need
Yeah.
to know if we're actually doing it correctly.
Yeah, if you don't hear the whoosh of air, you can also
Yeah.
put a piece of plastic
So-
over. Yeah.
First, I'm going to need to collapse a lung. I mean, that shouldn't take much, right? Anyway, all right. So, first, we're going to show this quick chapter from Survival Bug Out, which talks about first aid.
The last essential item on your survival list is going to be your first aid kit. I personally break my first aid kit into two. I will carry what's considered a bleeder/trauma kit on my battle belt, which is going to have just the bare essentials to stop massive bleeding. And then I'm going to carry a full-size first aid kit on my bug out bag. Whether it is 2 years later and I'm hoeing in my garden, I'm going out on a patrol, or I'm just stepping out away from my campsite to relieve myself, my battle belt is constantly going to be on my person. And that first aid kit, that bleeder kit, is always going to be on my person. The key to the trauma kit, or the bleeder kit on your battle belt, is to stay as minimalistic as possible. You do not want to have this big, bulky, heavy contraption hanging off the back of your belt that you're going to be wearing all day, every day. What I carry in this compact trauma kit is a pair of nitrile gloves, a pair of hyphen vent chest seals, an Israeli 4-inch battle dressing, a 4-inch flat fold H battle dressing, a Z fold Celox impregnated gauze, and a Celox granule plunger. That's it. No band-aids, no Tylenol, or anything else. Just the bare essentials. You will also see that I carry a combat application tourniquet. And this is a tourniquet that you can apply one-handed to your arm or your leg. When discussing a bleeder/trauma kit, I picked the HSGI brand trauma kit. The reason I like this is because it's very compact. Once again, it does not get in the way of my draw stroke or reholstering of my weapon.
We're going to do a quick pause and a shout out to Nation. Thank you very much for the subscription, and thank you for the emote shared. Welcome to the stream. All right, got a few more minutes of this and we'll get right into all the kits.
It is compact. I can sit down in a car. It does not get in the way or make me uncomfortable if I'm sitting in a chair or sitting in a vehicle. So we've discussed the trauma bleeder pouch first aid kit. The other type of first aid kit you're going to want to consider, or you're definitely going to want to have, is a larger full-size first aid kit on your bug out bag. This is the Condor EMP pouch. It's very easily accessible, and you can take it off and take it with you. A couple things that you definitely want to have is a thin H bandage or an Israeli battle dressing bandage. These are great bandages for applying a bandage to a wound when you only have access to one hand. They have a plastic clip on them where you can wrap the bandage around both directions. It stretches and it holds pressure tight to the wound. So it's definitely something you want to consider. Definitely consider having an airway in case you have an obstruction. The chest seals you already have in your trauma bleeder kit. I carry some tape, a couple pairs of latex gloves or whatever you're not allergic to, you can carry that. And then the other things that you want to consider, highly recommend a package of moleskin. This could be a lifesaver for you. If you are hiking 150, 250, 350 miles, you're definitely going to want to have some moleskin in case you develop blisters on your feet while you're hiking. The other thing you want to consider is carrying a small variety of different type of medications. The most important of which is pain reliever. Tylenol, aspirin, ibuprofen 800, things of that nature. Also, you might want to consider an anti-diarrheal and maybe some sinus medicine if you have sinus issues. I can't tell you exactly what to put in your particular first aid kit, but these are some starting points for you. Do not underestimate a starving and desperate person, regardless of their personality before the collapse. Hungry people make absolutely crazy and uncharacteristic choices. If you do not flee town within 24 hours of a great...
All right, we're back. That kind of gets away from the medical. Quinn, yes, ride the top of the third rib, as the bottom of the rib is where the nerves are. You kind of pop in a 9-degree angle and ride over the rib, down until you hear the whoosh of air. Now, I am not a professional. I have not done this before. I am not a medical doctor. I am not a medic. I've been to a couple different, well, Daniel and I actually filmed SOTEC with Dr. Mike Simpson, who was a Green Beret Special Forces medic for 30 years. He was, that guy is an amazing dude. So I've been to 2 or 3 different classes doing the TCCC with him and, you know, all the guys from Sheepdog Response when I was running that company. So we've done these classes with Doc, we've done them with Tim Kennedy, we've done them with a whole slew of people. So there's a lot of different things. Oh, there's Puddin says he will be a test subject. So Puddin, I'm just going to stab you just to puncture the lung a little bit. And then I'm going to rip out this decompression needle. Which, by the way, I don't recommend that you use this unless you know what you're doing. You should have some type of medical training if you're going to use a decompression needle. This one is already open, testing purposes. Pop the cap. Bada bing. It's a big ass needle. Okay. There's a couple ways to do this. You can come down over the top of the rib and go in a 90-degree angle until you hear the whoosh of air. Or you can go under the armpit. They say if you go under the armpit, you want to do like this and basically put the needle under where your pinky is. So once you get the needle in, you can see you're going to leave the plastic catheter and the needle itself will come out. So that is the decompression needle. Nation, how the hell's it going? Glad you're in the stream. Hope you like med kits because this is all my med kit heaven. Or maybe hell. Alright, so the first thing, you know, we should talk about is the fact that, yes, I have a shitload of medical kits. I have this custom kit. We'll go through these a little bit more, but not at the moment. This is a Maxpedition bag that I bought quite a while ago. I think it's called the Gear Slinger. We don't sell it, but I'm pretty sure you could still find it. So we'll go over all the contents of this. I like to keep this kit in the house, and I'll take this if I'm going on a, you know, camping trip or something. And then we have, this is the Rig series, Eagle Eye Fac from North American Rescue. This one's actually really nice. You just kind of break away, rip it open. It's got the cat tourniquet, decompression needle, combat gauze, Israeli pressure dressing. It's got the nasopharyngeal, and it's got chest seals. This one I'll usually take if I'm going on the road. I really like the pouch as well. It's nice and put together pretty nicely. I'll leave that unsnapped. The other kit that I really like is this one. This is a really nice, super compact. I added these Perseus Medical shears to the back of it. This is the MFAC. I actually think we sell this one on our site. This mic is a little bit in the way. You can tell we're not super awesome at streaming yet. So anyway, this is the kit. This is the MFAC Mini. This is kind of something that law enforcement carry on their belts. It's a little more compact. This has the cat tourniquet, has the decompression needle. It has the Israeli pressure dressing in here. It has chest seals, the compact version. And it has regular gauze, pair of gloves. And that's all. This is a really small pouch. This is the one I carry in the car all the time. These shears are actually pretty mint. Big fan of those. Now, I also have a home trauma kit. This sucker is huge. There's so much crap in this trauma kit. I'll give you a quick look now. We're still going to go through these one by one. Now, as you can see, I have jam-packed the shit out of this kit. This kit does not come with all this crap. I mean, I have multiple tourniquets, multiple decompression needles. I have so much stuff in here. I have a rat's tourniquet. I have multiple cats, multiple chest seals. Well, we're going to pull some of this stuff out later, but I have 6-inch Israeli pressure dressing. I have 4-inch. I have so much stuff in this kit. This is a really nice kit. It's a little bit expensive from North American Rescue. Not super cheap, but it's really nice. Now, some of the kits that I might have for less serious things, like maybe I'm going for a day hike or something stupid. Something simple, like a Wise food storage kit. You know, it's just going to have your basics. It's going to have a cold compress. It's going to have bandages, you know, Band-Aids. It's going to have a space blanket. This one actually does have a first aid guide with some telephone numbers and things like that. And it's got all your standard, you know, your little quick cleans and your first aid, antiseptic wipes. This is a very, very basic kit for very basic things. I had this. I don't really use it. My son takes this when we go camping and he attaches it to his backpack.
Now, as far as gear review goes, Jesse is amazingly knowledgeable when it comes to medical gear review. There are aspects of it that most people I don't think would consider, and I'm always impressed by your knowledge and the review of a lot of that medical gear, considering you don't necessarily have the history.
Definitely not an expert. I've just seen a lot of it, really done a lot of research, and this stuff is important. You carry any type of weapon, you carry a firearm. If you don't carry a tourniquet, you do. Hold on, as Jonathan Hollerman says, you are wrong.
If you think you can leave the house without a tourniquet, you are wrong.
If you're going to carry anything that will take blood out of someone, you need to have something to keep blood back in you. I don't want to steal a line from my old boss. I almost did. Keep blood in the good guys, take it out of the bad guys. Pretty much.
That's another one. That's two.
All right,
two line.
This is actually not a bad little first aid kit. It's pretty standard. You know, it has like a little crappy Ace bandage. It's got some poison ivy and poison sumac lotion here. It's got regular Band-Aids, antibiotic ointment, gauze pads. It's your pretty standard first aid kit. So this is usually what my son will put on his kit, on his backpack, if we're going to go hiking or if we're going to do anything serious. Yeah, I'm just giving you guys a really quick overview of the stuff right now. Then we're going to really start getting through and talk back and forth with you guys. We can ask questions. I want to know what's in your kits. Now, I have this a little bit cheaper, but it's packed. This is general first aid, and it's a lot of it. It's a huge... This is in my house at all times. So if there's any type of emergency that's not a serious trauma issue, and it's, a general bleed that doesn't need a tourniquet, I'm going to use this kit. So, let's go over this basic kit first. So, just so you guys know, you can't see it because I need to set up a different camera for all this other stuff. Everything that you train with, everything that you're going to use, like this cat tourniquet. This one is a test. I don't use this as a regular tourniquet. This is strictly for training. Usually you use the blue ones, you know what they are, but this one, I want to say this is a Cat 6. I don't even think this is a 7 because it has the dual loops in the buckle. The new one, you just loop it through once, boom, done. So that's how I know this one is a training tourniquet. The rest of the training tourniquets are going to be blue. In my opinion, the cat tourniquet, one of the best tourniquets, probably the best tourniquet on the market. You're not going to find anything better. What's the other one? The SWAT T.
Yeah.
That thing is I hate to say it, is a pile of dog shit. It's just bad. It's really bad. Now, there was a tourniquet that had come out a few years back that really, really had some serious promise. That looked like maybe it could be a little better than the cat. And that was the Sam XT. The problem is, Sam XT really fucked up. And I'm going to show you guys why. So this tourniquet I have right here, this is the Sam XT. It's kind of broken, but it's basically a ratchet system. And it still has the windlass. It's basically like the cat, but it's a ratchet system. And a lot of people really liked this when it first came out. Doc Simpson was a huge fan. He was going to start training with these and using these exclusively and not so much the cat tourniquets anymore. But I'll show you guys a picture of the reason why everyone stepped back from the SAM XT.
Such a simple thing,
Failure.
but
Now,
crucially important.
none of these, what you see here is the stitch pattern. The stitch pattern on the left is the incorrect stitch pattern that could lead to failure. Now, SAM XT says there have been no failures with any of their tourniquets in the real world use or in training. That's a very important note to take in. The stitch pattern on the right is the correct stitch pattern. So there was a recall. They got rid of, I don't even know how many people actually knew about the recall. There was quite a few people who I talked to who had no idea there was a recall until we started putting it on social media back when I was running Sheepdog Response, tried to get the word out. SAM XT replaced. I don't know how many they replaced. I know we have one guy that we work with that it took him 3 or 4 months to get his replaced. So they weren't really too quick to replace them, but it was a pretty big recall. Anyway, so if you do have a SAM XT tourniquet, these are the stitch patterns. The one on the left is the one you want to watch out for. That is not what you want to see on your tourniquet. Just close.
Check out Puddin's comment.
Once bought a first aid kit from Amazon. All the directions are in Chinese and the material is crap. Yeah, you definitely need to be careful. So I don't have any of the knockoffs, but Amazon, there are a ton of cat tourniquets that are not cat tourniquets that you're going to find on Amazon. Here's the key. If they're less than $30, $28 or so, they're probably fake. Now, this one I can't show you because that is the old version. Let me get the new one.
While he's doing that, Nation, if Jesse says anything you disagree with, please let him know. He says dumb shit all the time. So, and I know it sounds like you got some history doing this.
Go fuck yourself, Daniel. But yes, Nation, definitely. If you have anything to add or tell me that I'm fucking up on, definitely I wanna know. Because again, I am not an expert. But if you're gonna buy a knockoff shitty tourniquet from Amazon, this is a real Cat 7 tourniquet. The knockoffs don't look like this. Now, someone might be selling a different generation of Cat where it looks like that. So as you can see, there is a difference. So you might not be buying a knockoff, but the way to avoid that, don't fucking buy them from Amazon. Buy your cat tourniquets, well, from us, from the Survival Summit. We got ours directly from North American Rescue. There's no third party. They're all made in the USA. You're never going to get a knockoff from us. And there are plenty of other companies that sell the Cat 7 Generation 7 tourniquet. I don't want to mix these up because this is my good one. I don't want to put it in with my training tourniquets. So let me slap that back up here. So, moral of the story. This one, I don't think you can see it. I'm going to try to show you what the stitch pattern is, but this one's all black, so it's going to be pretty difficult. Yeah, it's going to be really hard for you guys to see it. That's the bad stitch pattern. These they weren't made correctly. I never actually got a replacement for mine, so that's unfortunate. Anyway, I have not, in defense of SAM XT, I have not bought any tourniquets since the recall, so I don't know if they've changed anything other than making the stitch pattern correct. I have no clue. Me personally, I'm going to stick with the Gen 7 cat tourniquet and call it a day. Now, there's another tourniquet that, unfortunately, there's a lot of ridiculous controversy with, and that is the RATS. Rapid Application Tournament. This is the Gen 2 RATS. Now, Daniel and I talked about this in another stream. I love the RATS for
I love it.
Young children. I actually wouldn't mind using this on myself because I can get the pulse to stop. So there was, back when I was running Sheepdog Response, there was a whole bunch of people. Every time we posted about the RATS, it's always a fucking medic. It's always a paramedic. It's always a guy in the field who's like, those aren't good tourniquets. They're not TCCC approved and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's not a cat. They're not cats. It's not a cat tourniquet. It's not as good, I don't think, in my opinion. But people would always say that there were studies like a whole bunch of studies that were done that show that a cat tourniquet could be used on children up to like whatever it was, 6 months, super, super small limbs. I call bullshit. Maybe studies can show that you could put this on a fucking twig and it'll work. But I've tried it many, many fucking times on my son.
Your poor kids. They're so abused, aren't they?
When my son was like 3 or 4, his arms were so small. This cat, no good. I could not get his pulse to stop. I could not get it. So, can these be used on super small children? Yeah, probably. But if I have a choice, and my son is bleeding out, am I going to use a cat? Well, now I would because he's 10 and it's going to work fine. But if he was smaller or his younger siblings, I'm going with the rats all day. All day I'm going with the rats. As long as you're doing it correctly, locking it in tight enough, you're not going to have a problem. Now, if you use the rats and you get the bleeding to stop, and then maybe you're a little worried on the way to the hospital, throw a fucking cat on too. Tuck it up nice and high. It's not going to hurt to have 2 of them on, but I'm not going to attempt to save a life.
It's kind of like the
100% sure that it's going to work effectively.
The old adage about tying knots. If you don't know how to tie a knot, tie a lot.
Yeah,
doesn't if you can get it stopped, great. If not, I mean, just go more. The thing about the rat, like everything you should practice with, right? So if you have a tourniquet, make sure you have an extra one for practice. Always practice with it. That way you can use it effectively in the field. I'm going to sneeze. There we go. And there it is. With the rat,
ladies and gentlemen, the weakest sneeze you've ever heard.
Definitely practice with it. However, don't actually finish it by notching the cable in, because if you do that, you're going to have to cut the sucker off.
You can put it in. You can lock it in here, but do not lock it in the back. If you lock it in the back, you're going to have a motherfucker of a time. You're going to have to cut it to take that off.
The other thing is, I mean, it is designed...
That's when you're training. When you're not training, obviously you want to lock that fucker in as best you can, but when you're just training, don't lock it in all the way.
Now, once it is locked in all the way, it's supposedly you can twist the top using a pair of pliers.
Yeah, it's weak enough. So what Daniel's talking about is right here. This is going to be your weak point. So if I need to twist this off, I mean, hell, you're not going to be able to do it by hand, but unless you're super ridiculously strong. Right here, boom, snap right off. But again, if you're not worried about super tiny limbs, if you're going to carry a tourniquet on your person, I'm still going to recommend the Gen 7 cat tourniquet. I don't think there's a better tourniquet out there. You may love some other kinds. As long as they work, carry them all. But don't carry fucking 5 tourniquets. Practice with every tourniquet that you buy. Practice on you, practice on your family, on your friends, whoever the fuck will let you, until you know which one works the best for you and which one works the best in general.
And if you want to practice the chest decompression, then we recommend Puddin'.
Yes, we will give you his address. We will tell you how to get to his house, and I will even give you the knife to stick into his lung. Just collapse it a little bit, not a lot. We just want to get enough.
Do you have that photo of the knife that you sent Jake?
Not on my computer, no.
Dude, that's a sick blade.
I might be able to pull it up on the phone though.
Little tangent here, guys. This is a nasty looking blade from Tops. I'm actually scared looking at it.
We sent it to our web guy, and he thought it would be a much smaller blade. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this very well.
Before you go any further, Lord Puddin timed me out for sneezing.
Is that really what you interrupted me for?
Yes.
Are you wearing the same? Wait a minute.
We've given him way too much power.
Are you wearing that same fucked up shirt you were wearing on Monday? You son of a bitch.
Twice in a row, just to piss you off.
We're going to show you guys this. You're not going to be able to see it. Camera's not going to zoom very well, and I don't have it on my computer. Maybe it will. Yeah, you're not going to see it very well. Anyway, so he thought he was buying like a 6-inch Karambit Turned out to be an 11.5-inch knife that was a lot bigger than I think he was thinking. He wanted to use it as a everyday carry, but it's more like a miniature fucking sword, so he's definitely not going to be carrying that. I don't think. All right, so we talked about the cat tourniquet. You know, we definitely talked about practicing with gear, so you guys can't really see it, but I have a ton of stuff here. I have different chest seals. These are all obviously used for training in the past. This is the SAM chest seal. It's fairly large. I've never actually trained with this or practiced with this, but there's your valve.
You want to explain what happens when you put it on, what you want to expect?
Yeah, so, well, let me get out the chest seal that I really like a lot, and then we'll talk about that. This one is the hyphen chest seal made by North American Rescue. It usually comes with 2. This one only has 1. So, this one, there's no valve. So basically what's going to happen is, so if I stab pudding in the chest, right, and I want to cover up that chest wound as quickly as I can. Now, if I shoot him and there's an entry and an exit wound, you want to put the chest seal on the back and the front. Now, could you use this? Could you duct tape this to your chest? You could, but you're better off with a hyphen chest seal because the air is going to be able to come out, but it's not going to be able to get in. The problem when you take a wound into the chest is that you're going to get air in there, and that is going to kill you probably faster than anything else. So you're either going to need to burp the wound. Well, you're going to need to burp the wound anyway if you're not going to decompress someone. But the chest seal is really the first thing you're going to want to do. This sucker will peel off, and it's super sticky. And you're just going to slap that on the chest. You want to make sure you cover a wound as fast as you can so air is not getting in, because that's going to crush the person's lung. That's where the decompression needle comes in. You get the chest seals on. The way that Doc explains it, you can tell that someone is, now I can't think of the word, of course. Attention pneumothorax, that's what it is. You can tell when someone has attention pneumothorax because their vein will get extended. You'll be able to see they're having a hard time breathing. And that's when you're going to.
I thought you were talking about when my wife gets angry and the vein really pops out up here.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to want to stick her with the decompression needle every time she looks angry. I mean, you could. You're only going to get.
I kind of want to.
I think you're only going to get what, 10% tension pneumothorax if you stuck this in your chest right now for no good reason. It's not going to kill you. I mean, assuming you do it correctly. Assuming you go down to the second rib, slip over the third, or do this old number under, you're not going to die. It's going to hurt, and you're probably going to have a little bit of an issue, but it should self-heal within a few days. So, but still, we're not recommending, number one, we're not recommending that you ever try this.
No.
If you don't have to. And we're also not recommending that you use this without medical training. Unless you've taken a TCCC course or a TECC course or something.
So then just to kind of be devil's advocate here, what would be the purpose of even carrying one of those in a med pack?
Okay, well, let's say you come up on a car crash. Or let's say you're on a construction site. Somebody stabs himself or gets a piece of rebar. And instead of staying on the rebar, which is probably what they should do until the ambulance arrives, they somehow get themselves off. Now they have a hole in their chest. Yes, can you slap on a chest seal? Yeah, but if that guy starts to go into tension pneumothorax, he starts to have a serious issue, he could be dead before the paramedics arrive. Again, if you're not trained, don't fucking do it. But I am an asshole, and I give a fuck about training. And I've never done it, but I've seen it in trainings many, many times by a lot of professionals. I'll stab you in the fucking chest with this. I don't care. Because if I think you're about to die and that you might not make it, especially if you're my friend or you're my family, you're getting the needle.
Check your local laws before you act like Jesse.
Yes, definitely check your local laws before you act like me, because I'll do some
Yeah,
stupid shit.
some of them have Good Samaritan laws, some don't.
Now,
And you can go to help somebody and get sued your ass off.
Now,
even though you save their life.
Am I going to stick a decompression needle in someone that I don't know on an accident scene or somewhere else? Probably not. I'm probably not going to do that. You know what the alternative is for that? If you're not comfortable, or you're afraid to get sued, or you're afraid you're going to kill someone, is to burp the wound. So once you have this on, let's say the hole is here in your chest, and your chest seal is on. You can peel it up and then kind of stick your finger into the wound and kind of do a little motion like this. It's called burping the wound. You should be able to get a little bit of air out of the lung by burping the wound. You might save someone's life until the paramedics arrive. Generally speaking, in the United States, you're not going to have to worry about performing advanced life support on someone, because generally speaking, paramedics are going to be there pretty quickly. And Quinn, yeah, the Good Samaritan law doesn't typically cover advanced life support. If I'm trying to do like a tracheotomy on someone, the Good Samaritan law doesn't mean shit. I might not just get sued, I might go to jail. So, but hey,
that guy over there was choking, so I decided to take out a spleen.
I stabbed him in the neck with this needle, thinking maybe he could breathe. Yeah, anyway, so don't do that. Don't be me. Another thing that's in these kits, obviously I'm not training with this. This is just for show and tell, but this is the old nasal for a little bit of air. Now, this usually comes with a little bit of lubrication, which I'm sure our mod Quinn knows a lot about. This is going to go in the nose, and basically it's going to go pretty much straight back. Like, there's no weird shit to it. It's pretty much straight back. Supposedly it's very uncomfortable. I've always wanted to stick one of these down into my face, but never done it because it would probably suck quite a bit. I'd probably throw up. I don't really know what would happen.
Do it,
so
do it.
Definitely not going to do it on stream.
Get some coconut oil, rub it on there, and deep throat it.
Yeah, you can definitely go fuck yourself. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, which is the basis of all medkits or first aid kits. Gauze. S-rolled gauze. Regular gauze. They're going to gauze up the old wound. Now, there's gauze, and then there's combat gauze. This one is a training pack of combat gauze because it's basically inert. There is no hemostatic agent in this kit. This is just for practice. So, we'll show you guys. I'm not going to show you how to do it, but this gauze, they call it the Z-fold gauze. This one's a little bit, it's actually folded pretty well, even though it was already used for training. Somebody actually in the training class took the time to fold this back properly the way it should have been and decided not to be a dick and crumple it up and throw it back in the fucking package. So, for once we get somebody that wasn't a complete dirtbag in one of the trainings. Anyway, if you're going to pack a wound, you know, if you don't have a dummy or you don't have anything to practice on, let's say this is the wound. This is your combat gauze. Whip it over your shoulder, however you got to do, and just start packing it in. The way that
now for Jesse's latest trick, he's going to make it disappear.
Ooh. Oh,
that just looked dirty.
That looked weird. So you're basically going to pack it in. Now, hemostatic agent is supposed to stop the flow of blood a lot better than regular gauze. But what I heard from Dr. Mike Simpson, one of the greatest medics of special forces of all time, is that about 90% of all wound packing is literally the packing, not so much the hemostatic. Obviously, if you have combat gauze, you'd rather use this. It's not the old school, it's not the fucking granules that are going to burn the shit out of you in the wound and it's going to really hurt. It doesn't work the same way. This is much more advanced, way more advanced. So you really want to pack that until you can't pack it anymore. I mean, now, whoever you're doing this to, it's gonna fucking hurt. They're not gonna like you, but it may save their life, especially because if you're packing a wound, that's generally in an area that you can't put a tourniquet on. Otherwise, you wouldn't be packing the fucking wound. So this is gonna be somewhere in the groin area. This could be in a, you're not really gonna do it in the stomach area, in the abdomen. You really wanna just kind of pad that with some nice loose dressing, maybe a little petroleum. But anyway, if you're going to have to pack this, it's going to suck. But don't let them freak you out. Pack it as fucking tight as you can. Pack it like you're trying to hurt them. Just get it in there as best you can before you wrap it, because that's going to save them. They might be pissed off.
Don't be gentle.
Yeah, definitely don't be gentle. They might be pissed off at you at first, but fuck them. You saved their life. I mean, they could die, and then it won't matter if they're pissed off at you, because
They won't complain.
But you know that you did the best job that you could do packing that wound. So again, now, some people, you can go out to North American Rescue. You can buy, one of the fake limbs where it has a rubber hole, and it kind of simulates what it's like to pack a wound. So those are really expensive. You don't really need to do that. There's a lot of other ways you can do it. You could fucking get a turkey. You could pack a turkey. You're probably not going to do that for normal everyday practice, but
Thanksgiving's already over.
it doesn't matter.
Wouldn't that be great if you're sitting around before Thanksgiving dinner, turkey comes out of the oven, and you're just over there
Packing the wound, packing the turkey. I don't know if that would be appreciated. It probably wouldn't be appreciated. So
I'm practicing life saving here.
now, let's see, which one do I have already open? Okay, so there's a couple different Israeli pressure dressings. These are not the typical ones you see on North American Rescue. These are actually made by, God, why can't I think of the name now? The company that actually invented them. Oh my goodness, it's where Doc's working now. Why can't I think of the name? Percy's.
All right.
Percy's
Hold on.
Medical. What am I holding
just
on
want to mention, shout out to Lord Puddin. He cheered us 1 bit for any Windows.
Huh, 1 bit. That's really super impressive.
It's a little cheap.
That is definitely not enough to fucking interrupt a stream talking about medical. Puddin, you're a mod. Why are you even putting bits in there anyway? And if you're going to cheer, don't cheer 1 bit. At least cheer 100 bits. Don't be weird. Somebody please time out our mod. Oh, wait, we can't. He's the only mod. Fuck.
It's fun.
All right.
So what were you saying?
Yeah, before I was interrupted by a fucking 1-bit party, Israeli pressure dressings. These are made by Percy's Medical, who has them done directly through the manufacturer in Israel. This one is a standard 4-inch. This is a really nice bandage. Obviously, I'm not going to show you guys how this works or put it on or anything, but I just want to show you. This is a really high-quality bandage. This is basically the same type of bandage you're going to find with North American Rescue in the 4-inch and the 6-inch version. Now, what I'm going to show you next, this one is called the T3. We don't actually sell this. This is a different version of an Israeli pressure dressing. This one I'm actually going to open. This one has never been opened, but it has an 8-year shelf life, so it's probably still good. Now, what you'll notice when you open it is it's wrapped in another piece of plastic. So if you're really in a pinch... Oh, you know what? Before we go on, I want to say something very important about tourniquets, because now that I'm taking my time to unwrap this plastic. Your standard Cat 7 tourniquet is going to come wrapped in plastic when you buy it. Don't keep it in the fucking plastic. The reason why? Those seconds really fucking count. If someone's really bleeding out with an arterial bleed, you're not going to want to fucking waste the time to get this thing out of all its plastic, then put it on. Take it out of the plastic. I know you want to keep it in the plastic because you want it to look cool. You want it to look nice and perfect, nice and packaged. You don't want to get it dirty. Fuck that. Take it out of the plastic. Okay. Now, that said, don't take your fucking Israeli pressure dressing out of the package, because you're going to make it not sterile anymore. This is not something that you're going to put on as a tourniquet. Although, you still don't want to take it out of the package. It's got to be sterile. The T3 bandage has been tested to, I think, like 40 pounds of pressure. You could actually use the T3 Israeli pressure dressing as a tourniquet, as a pneumatic tourniquet. Now, what I really love about the T3 is the fact that it has a double wide abdominal pad, or just the regular pad, and it also comes off, so you can use it for 2. Now, the other really cool thing about the T3 bandage is it has packing gauze that comes in the fucking bandage. So you have big bandage, double wide bandage, and packing. You have gauze. All kinds of awesome gauze. This shit's amazing.
Swiss knife of tourniquets.
It's what?
Swiss knife of tourniquets.
Well, Swiss knife of Israeli pressure dressing. It's not really a tourniquet, but could be used as a tourniquet.
Sorry.
So, this package is about the same size as a regular 4-inch Israeli pressure dressing. So why wouldn't you buy the T3 when you're getting... I mean, you could probably cover 1, 2, 3... You could cover multiple wounds with one dressing. One. Just one. And again, if you watch the videos from Percy's Medical, you can actually learn how to use this as a tourniquet as well, which is pretty simple. You could do it with a regular pressure dressing. This isn't any more special than a regular pressure dressing, although they'll tell you that it is. But aside from having gauze and extra padding, it's pretty much the same as an Israeli pressure dressing. All right. All right. Sometime we'll show you guys the actual application, but we are currently looking for a medical trauma professional, which we think we'll have someone fairly soon, to do an entire course. And that, I'm hoping, is going to be our next course. There's two different choices for the next film that we're going to do. I would like medical to be next because everyone's really want medical.
And we've gotten so many requests for that. And we, I did one back in the day with Dr. Pruitt, and it was Mastering Your Med Kit. We also did Survival Suturing. That was before Survival Summit existed, and they were filmed under the company Prepper Project, where my previous business partner Dave worked with his brother, and so those films are still owned. They hired me to produce, edit, all that stuff, and they good content in there, very good content. And he did a great job with the Mastering the Med Kit one and the Survival Suturing. That was very good too. So I'm hoping one day we'll be able to pick up rights to those films. I'll probably end up re-editing a bit, releasing those as content somehow.
Yeah, that'd be great. But in the meantime, we are going to be looking for preferably someone who's had a lot of experience. They don't have to be a trauma doctor. We're really looking for someone that has some tactical experience as well. So maybe a combat medic, maybe a paramedic. It really depends. Maybe someone who worked in a trauma center would be awesome. But as long as it's someone who really knows how to teach the material well and can do a civilian version of TCCC, not necessarily TECC, but someone who can maybe relate it a little bit towards wilderness, regular survival situations, and kind of base the film around a TCCC type of course, but have it be more for survivalist, prepper, that kind of thing. Because to me, in the industry, especially in the self-defense industry, one of the biggest things missing is the lack of medical training, the lack of people carrying tourniquets. I still see police officers who don't carry fucking tourniquets. How is that even possible?
So many requests for medical films.
Yeah, so hopefully soon. If we don't get it soon, then fuck it. Daniel and I are just going to teach it ourselves. But no one's gonna buy it.
I can't wait to practice suturing on Puddin.
Yeah. Live tissue training, baby. What's up?
That's the only way to do it.
We probably won't kill you, Puddin. At least not the first time. But we're gonna 3 bits to annoy me. Sweet. Since you can't time me out because I am the master of the stream, boy. You can't time me out. All right. So let's see. We went over chest seals. We went over the nasopharyngeal. We went over the nice gloves that come in every kit. We went over the decompression needle. We went over the Israeli dressing. We went over the combat gauze. So here's a really awesome SAM splint. So simple, so amazing. These are really great. I mean,
all it is basically aluminum with padding on the press side. It's like an ice cream sandwich, but for life saving.
Yep. That's basically it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool shit you can do with the SAM splint. So.
Well,
I'm sorry. Did you have something
one of the stories I heard, and I have no idea if it's true, but it just sounds hilarious that I have to share it. Basically, somebody was in a canoe, lost their paddle, They took the Sam splint out and then turned it into a paddle and rowed themselves to safety. Probably total bullshit, but
No, that could work if it were folded.
I'm going to pass it off as fact. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If it were folded like this, definitely. But if you had it open like this, no. Too much water resistance. It wouldn't work.
No.
Doubled over,
Okay,
it
so
would probably work.
we actually recreated it. When I heard the story, we had one of those in hand, and we recreated a paddle. You just have to basically curve the end so
curve it
it's
in.
more structured.
Like you're going to put it on a limb like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that
and
wouldn't
so
give
you
you as
basically
much.
turn it into a tube on one end and a paddle on the other end.
Oh, so a tube on one end. Huh.
Yep.
Okay.
Had some
That's all
pretty
right.
darn
That's
good
okay.
rigidity.
So yeah, there we have it. Now, let me get rid of some of this training crap, and I'll show you guys a little bit more of the kits.
Quinn added to the conversation.
Ace bandage, and I actually have. I don't have any up here though. You know what? I wonder if I have. I think I actually have the burn bandage. I think I have a burn tech dressing. Let me take a look in the old custom kit. Because I want to say I have burn tech dressings in here. I could be wrong, though. There's a lot of crap in here. A whole lot of crap.
That's the problem I always have with my med kits is where is everything? And if you don't pull it out and review, it's easy to
put it over here so you guys can kind of see me do it. So in this one, I have chest seals in one section. I have gauze in another. I have the tape in here. I have my Israeli pressure dressings in the same section. Then I have tourniquets on one side. So I pretty much know where everything is, but I'm not 100% sure if I do have burn tech dressing.
Yeah, and Quinn, we are huge fans of North American Rescue.
So I don't have the burn tech, but I do have this petroleum. This is petroleum gauze, which is basically for burns. I'll keep looking though, because I'm almost positive I have some burn tech. So I have the hyphen chest seal, the double pack. I have the regular chest seal, and then I have another single. And I
the petroleum gauze, those could be used as firebugs as well.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
I also have twin packs. Now, yes, definitely. NAR does sell them. And I do have some of those. Some of the crab to make slings and stuff. I actually have some downstairs as well. So, what I do want to say is that if you guys are ever looking for North American rescue gear, you'll notice on our website we do have some. We don't have everything, but always email first. We can get anything and everything from North American Rescue, and we can give you a slightly better deal than what you could even buy them on North American Rescue. So if you email info@sheepdog... Jesus, I almost gave him the old address.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Where are your loyalties? Where are your loyalties, sir?
I spent years saying that. If you email info@thesurvivalsummit.com, that's info@thesurvivalsummit.com, we will get you whatever the hell you need from North American Rescue, even if it's not on our website. Okay? Is that okay?
I need a drink after that.
So,
snap.
Tonight we're not going to get into like priority cards and things like that. You know, we're not going to get into casualty cards, but I do have a lot of that stuff still in here. I have a nice, pretty cool slick report from Dr. Mike Simpson from one of the SOTEC courses, Spectrum of Emergency Tactical Care or some shit like that. It's been a while. Give me a break. This is the Quick Clot Combat Gauze, the Z-Fold. This stuff's actually pretty expensive. It's like $40. Quinn, I will definitely look out for an email. You tell me whatever you're looking for on NAR and let me know. Well, I can always look up the retail pricing, and I'll see what kind of deal we can give you based on what we get for pricing. Not a problem. I will hook you right up. Now, I'm not seeing any of the burn tech dressing because that's some other than the petroleum that I have. That's it. I don't have a lot in the way of burn tech. Now, let me just repack this. I don't want it to get all screwed up. Something else I carry, which we definitely cannot recommend. Wait, hold on. I think.
What are you doing?
I was just looking at something. Something you sent me. Anyway. So, if I can remember what's in this, this is what they call the Combat Pill Pack. You're not going to need this unless you're like way out, like 6, 10, 12 hours from anywhere where you can get help. But if you get an injury,
is that, DMT?
No, dude. It's basically a combat pill pack. So it has like a extra strength Tylenol. I think it's like a 800 milligram or whatever it is. And it has moxifloxacin, and it also
Moxifloxacin.
Melexicam. So basically, it is. You're not going to get it off the shelf. You're going to have to call your doctor and just tell them that you're looking for. Just tell them it's a combat pill pack, and you're looking for something if you're overseas or if you're out somewhere where you can't get help right away. You're going to want to have this to be able to stop an infection until help gets to you. So it's basically an anti-inflammatory, and then it has antibiotic, and then it's a pain reliever. So I keep this in my main med kit. Yes, exactly, Quinn. Mobic, ibuprofen, meloxicam. Yeah, I had the wording all messed up, and I had it written in black magic marker on here, and it's not so clear. Now, here's a little secret, and I'm not telling you should do this, and I'm definitely not recommending it. But what I did, I didn't bother to call my doctor or go see my doctor. I did the online doctor visit, and I explained to the person online what I needed this for, and it wasn't a problem. She gave it to me.
That wasn't the person at the corner downtown?
No.
Okay.
No, I did it online. Come on now.
Okay.
I did it the right way, legally. Yeah, Quinn's basically saying you give it to where a soldier can still has to shoot, still has to get out of that situation. So I only keep it just in case I find myself stranded. Sorry, I know this looks weird. But I dropped a decompression needle and it's loose, so I don't want to fucking lose that.
Don't want to step on that?
No, definitely not. Now, I also have my regular medical shears, and I have a nice little cheap little glass break. Seatbelt cutter and glass break. This one's crappy. It's made by Mayday. I'm pretty sure they're still in business, but this is just something simple to cut your seatbelt, smash through windows. Very easy. So I like to keep that wherever I go. I also have another tourniquet on the front, and I have a nice cat tourniquet holder, which is pretty handy. Okay. So, I said in the beginning that I had a kit that was one of my favorites. Yes, Quinn, if you give them narcotics, you basically have to disarm them. You don't want to give someone something narcotics-wise if they have a weapon. You're going to want to take their weapon away if you're going to give them narcotics. There could be a dangerous situation. So this one is the MFAC. This is the mini first aid. This is the advanced care. On North American Rescue, you can get one without the decompression needle, and you can also get one without combat gauze. This one has everything because it's the advanced version. And this one, I want to say it's 140, 130 retail, somewhere in that range. It's so compact, you can fit everything in this little section. So what you have here is on top. Sorry, I'm trying not to cover my mic when I show you guys this shit. It has the Israeli pressure dressing in the back. It's a 4-inch. It's a flat one. Has the regular gauze. Wait, maybe this isn't the advanced kit because I should have combat gauze in this. I think this is the regular. No, it is advanced because I have the decompression needle. I must have done something with it. Anyway, the cat tourniquet is right in here. Decompression needle. And in the back of the tourniquet, you'll see the compact chest seals. So all that, I mean, this is a super small kit. I mean, you're only talking like a 6-inch kit. That's all this is. And it's maybe, let's see. It's maybe 3.5 inches wide. Now, it's a little big to put on your belt. You're probably not going to want to put this on your belt. But you could, or you could attach it to a backpack. There's a lot of stuff you could attach to. Now, on my regular pants, I wear a tourniquet and a flashlight. And I wear a multi-tool. But this is a little too much. This looks like you might be packing a bazooka on the side of your pants, so it's a little bit much.
Now, in terms of expiration dates, because some of the medical equipment does have expiration dates, and a lot of those expiration dates are a little premature, just due to testing purposes. A lot of times they cut those tests short and just call it that date.
Well, some of the reason, too, especially from North American Rescue, is the fact that most of North American Rescue sales are through the government, so they don't have a choice. So they might have some things that they claim can stay sterile for 8, 10, 12 years, but they can't put that on the packaging. They have to show 5 years on pretty much everything. Combat gauze is 5 years. They'll have that on their Israeli pressure dressings. They'll have it on chest seals. It's right around, I think it's 5 years for almost everything. Now,
even though almost all of it will go for much, much longer. And when it comes to medications, now I'm not promoting this, obviously, for liability purposes, and your doctor will tell you the same thing I'm about to tell you, but they won't claim it either. But basically, most all medications, as after they expire, they just lose potency over time.
Now, that is true, but in certain cases, for certain, I don't remember exactly.
Oh God, you're going to bring up the lemon reference from Wolf of Wall Street, aren't you?
No, but that's not a bad reference. No, there are some medications, and I believe there's a specific kind of an antibiotic that can become toxic after a certain amount of years. So you need to be really fucking
educated.
Careful.
Yeah.
Yes, you need to be super careful about what you have and what you're carrying, and what could go bad over time. From what I know, what's in the combat pill pack, from what I've heard from professionals, nothing in there is going to go toxic. You're not going to die from taking something that's a little bit past the expiration date, but you still want to rotate your shit. Now, am I going to rotate a chest seal? Probably not. Am I going to replace all of my chest seals right after 5 years? Fuck no. I might, after 6 or 7 years, I might open one, make sure it's still got some tack, make sure it's still going to stick to the body, and then I'm going to keep the rest. That's what I'm going to do. Now, I'm probably going to change out the combat gauze. Roughly, whatever. It says 5 years. I might go 6, maybe 7. But that has hemostatic agent, and I've never really researched to see if hemostatic agent can go bad, but it's not something I want to risk. The other thing I'll probably never swap out is an Israeli pressure dressing. If it's sealed and it's been kept in decent weather and it's not all fucked up, it's probably still sterile. Like, North American Rescue has 5 years on theirs, but you go to Perseus Medical laboratory studies, and they have 8 years on theirs. Now, North American Rescue also has some products that are not government issue. They're more EMS, and they claim that some of them don't have an expiration. I don't technically think that's true. I don't think you can say that something is indefinitely sterile. So it kind of seems like bullshit.
There will be leaks over time, and yeah. The other thing is, if you keep anything in your car, like a car med kit, something like that, you're going to want to check that more often than you would things that are kept in your home that are climate controlled.
Yeah, I keep mine in the car, but if it's really going to be super cold, a lot of times I'll take it out. I asked Doc Simpson about that once. I said, hey, what if all my shit freezes? What if the combat gauze freezes? What if this stuff? And he said, don't worry about it. It's not really going to affect you. There's nothing.
Yeah, I don't have
really
to worry about that because I live in Florida.
Yeah, you got to worry about extreme heat, though.
Yes,
you
absolutely.
Some
and that will destroy chest seals. That will destroy anything with any kind of tack to it.
So, speaking of living in Florida, living where there's a lot of sun, living where it's super fucking hot, nylon, the cat tourniquet.
You're going to bring out sunscreen.
Don't fucking leave this out in the sun. Don't be an idiot. Don't put this on your fucking dashboard. Don't put it on the back. Don't put it out in the sun because it will degrade. It is nylon, and the last thing you want is for this thing to literally fall into pieces of dust after basically been destroyed by the sun for a long period of time when you need it the most. Always keep your tourniquet out of the fucking sun. Anyway, that's my little rant on tourniquets and sun. So I guess the moral of the story is, if you have the money, swap out everything, relatively close to your expiration dates. But some things, like an Israeli pressure dressing, don't bother. Now, don't throw away the stuff. Let's say you have a chest seal and combat gauze that's like 7 or 8 years old, and you don't want to use it anymore. You just want to buy new ones. You want to swap it out in your kit. Use the shit you have for training. Slap a chest seal. Have your children slap a chest seal on to see what it feels like, to see how it works. Have them practice packing wounds with your combat gauze or regular gauze, whatever the hell you have. That's all you need to do. You can reuse this stuff for training. I have a huge box, like a huge box of just this shit. I have so fucking many of these Israeli pressure dressings from the courses at Sheepdog. You know, I basically would repack the kit for Doc. I'd send him the kits back, and I'd just take all the trash, the stuff that we didn't want to reuse in the next course, and just throw it in a box. And I was just going to throw it away, and I was like, wait a minute. Why would I throw it away? Why not use it for training? Why not use it for practice? So that's what I do with everything that doesn't get used or that's been expired. So let's take a quick breather on my gear, and I want to know what you guys have in your gear. Especially if you have pictures that you can link to in social media that I can pull up. Since
Hey, Quinn actually has something that he sent you multiple times. Check the chat real quick.
Wait, tonight?
No,
Oh,
previously.
hold on.
Good God.
I ain't got time for reading chat. That's what you're here for, Daniel.
All right, I'll read it for you. Quinn asked, did you ever get the pic of his car kit? Said, yes, I have to reply to your email. Thanks for sending. I've got horse blinders on during editing at the moment. Did you send it to Jesse too? He said, I did twice. I said, Jesse's a
Wait.
slacker, super
Whoa.
slacker,
I don't
really
remember-
bad slacker.
I don't remember ever seeing that.
Now,
No,
I don't
'cause
think I don't think you ever got it because you respond to every single email before I
don't
even
remember
know
seeing
I
that.
have email.
Because that would be something that I'd want to pull up on stream. That would be something that I'd even maybe put on social media or something.
Hold on.
Just enough for content. Let me open up my email and see what's going on here.
I'll forward it to you real quick. I got it right here.
Because maybe I did get it. I don't remember getting it.
There it is. Forward to
Did you see me on the
Jesse-
email? Am I copied?
Jesse Slacker at Survival Summit.
Am I copied on the email? That's my question.
There you go. You should have it
All right, hang on.
now.
Hey, I was copied on that email. What?
Told you, slacker.
Hold on.
Jesse sometimes squirrels out.
Oh, you know why? Probably because I saw articles and I didn't have time to read them, so I put that away. Then I see videos. Where's the picture?
Oh wait, is that the right email I sent you?
I don't see any pictures on this
Wait a
email.
second.
Come on now.
Nope,
Get
my bad. Hold on.
Get your shit together, Daniel.
I have that in a different
Figure
folder.
it the fuck out.
Here it is. I got it. Sorry. Forward.
Huh. If only I had a partner who knew how to
I
work
was
this shit.
thinking of the wrong email.
We'd be all right.
Amateur mistake.
You know what's super annoying? I put out a post like an hour and a half ago on all our social media, and it doesn't look like we got any extra viewers for this cool, entertaining medical segment.
Highly informative.
You would think.
So, with a lot of disclaimers that we're not an expert, don't listen to us.
Yes. Everything I've told you, remember, I'm not an expert. You could die if you listen to the shit that I tell you. Go get fucking
And the
trained.
only reason we have to say this is
By a
because lawyers
professional.
suck balls.
Yeah, I don't want to get sued. So don't. Literally everything I've told you, don't do any of it. Okay.
That's at the beginning of all of our films. It says this content is for educate or entertainment purposes only. Do not use any of this in a real world situation. Blah blah blah. We have to put that crap on there, even though the information's good, because somebody's going to use it and be like and do it wrong because they didn't properly train themselves and go through the right system, and then we're going to get sued and we're not going to be in existence anymore.
All right,
And-
I'm gonna pull up this photo. And I can't really see it because it's super huge on the email. So hopefully it's not a picture of your dick, because I'm pulling it up. The picture.
Oh God, dick pic.
Well, I can't really preview it first. All right, there we go. All right, so Quinn, why don't you tell us exactly what's in there? I see the bandage. That looks like the triangular bandage on the top.
Walk us through it, Gwen.
Walk us through what the fuck that is.
I like that it's waterproof. It helps keep air out, moisture.
Yeah, that looks like one of the range kits from North American Rescue in the plastic waterproof case.
Puddin said we should post on Reddit, Jesse. I know you love Reddit. You love it so
hate
much.
Reddit. You guys can post on Reddit all you want.
I don't know why you hate such
I don't
amazing
like Reddit,
things like
'cause
Idiocracy, Reddit.
There's so much stupid shit on
those
Reddit.
those are defining things of our time.
Listen, there's really dumb shit on Reddit. I can't get past it. It's too much. I just can't do it. Oh, there was another really amazing product that Percy's Medical sells. And it's, what do they call it? It's their Blizzard blanket. It's actually really fucking nice. I have like a full, hold on, let me take this picture down so I can. I have the blanket.
Yeah, I love the plastic bag packs that that AMP3 does. I like how they have it all categorized. They're anal retentive when it comes to organization. I love having that sheet in there, and that way you can just kind of mark things off as you use them to replenish later. It's good.
Handy.
Good system. And then their outfitter, which I gave one to Puddin because he's going to be a Florida Fish and Wildlife officer.
Ooh.
Officer? Is that what you're called?
So he's the guy that's gonna fuck with people when they're fishing.
Yes. Yeah. He's got a license to
Puddin',
be a dick.
you son of a bitch.
But I gave him the outfitter, and the outfitter is great because it's got section patches that you can just use dry erase marker on and mark different areas. So as you reorganize your pack or shift it around, you can easily change the identifiers on them.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting indeed. Okay, so.
Oh, Quinn added some more.
Yep, trauma bandage, cat, the pad, and the chest seal. Yeah, it was just kind of hard to see because everything's kind of put in that plastic. But so if you do have a cat in there, hopefully it's out of its plastic, because the last thing you want to do if you have spurting blood is to open the first package and then open the cat package and all that crap. And hopefully you have a cat on your person. I mean, obviously you're not going to wear a cat everywhere unless you're me.
Yeah, they scratch.
I literally have a cat tourniquet on whenever I leave the house.
I always have a rat with me.
I carry both. I also wear cargo pants. I keep a rat in the right pocket, and I keep the cat on the cat holder on my belt at all times. And I have a kid.
Yeah, I usually have a rat in my pocket, and I've got a cat in my camera bag.
Yes, Quinn, staged. It always should be staged. It always should be basically ready for the old fucking one-handed whoop, throw, slip on. That's the way it should always be.
I thought you were going to smack your camera.
Well, I might have. You never know. I still don't like this setup. I need to get a secondary camera that I can show the table, kind of like just the table and the gear, and then switch back to this camera. But that's high-techy. And if you guys want to see us get all high-techy, then there's a donate button. If you scroll down past the video, you can donate to our stream. And then
we can afford nicer stuff.
Yes,
I don't have to keep using my production microphone that I use on set.
Don't listen to a word he says. He's literally got all the fucking video equipment for all the films we do, and I'm here using hack shit. So do not listen to Daniel.
So, I don't have any of the cool toys. What are you talking about?
This kit, I really fucking love this kit. This is the Rig Series Eagle IFAC by North American Rescue. I love it because it's super easy. You're basically just going to rip down and slap it open. And it's got everything right here at the ready. It's got your cat tourniquet. It's only held on by a rubber band. It's ready to go. It's got your gauze, combat gauze, decompression needle, naso. It's got your chest seals in the back and your Israeli pressure dressing. This is a really, really good kit. I love it. It's an amazing kit. I actually went to one of the sheepdog courses in, I think it was Dallas, Texas, and I had just bought one of these with my own money. And all the instructors were staying in a rental house that was right down the street from the stadium. right from Cowboy Stadium, where one of the worst teams in football plays. Motherfuckers.
Hold on, give me just a moment. I'll be right back.
Whatever, guy. We don't need you. Anyway, so I had one of these that was my own personal kit, and I left it in the fucking rental. I got Tim to get a hold of the guy that... No, it wasn't Tim. I think it was Tim's partner at the time. Got a hold of the guy who owned the rental property. He told me on the phone 3 different times that he would get me my kit back in the mail. Never got me my kit back. He probably opened it and was like, oh shit, this stuff's amazing, and he kept it. Because he's a dick. So, now that we're on stream, I actually want to check and see what the dates are on some of my stuff. Because I'm probably a couple years away from expiration on a few things. So, let's open up the bigger kit I keep in my car all the time. Let's see what we got going on. All right, so as you see, I have a cat tourniquet. I have a rats. I have 2 more cat tourniquets in the plastic. The only reason they're in the plastic is because they're multiple. I have at least 4 in here, and these 2 are still in plastic. I know that's contrary to what I told you. Keep them all staged and ready. But I keep at least 2 staged and ready at all time, and 1 on my belt, and when I have them, 1 in my pocket. So I have a shitload that are staged and ready. Okay. Let's check some dates. All right, so I have my compact hyphen chest seals. And these, I actually got these in 2018, so they're good until 2023. But I'm probably going to keep them till at least 2025, maybe beyond. Do I have survival rations? I have several 5-year shelf life survival rations. All right, so when it comes to use Omniforce to keep up with all its expiration dates, allows you to organize by medkit. Huh. It's actually not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Keep something that'll help me keep track. So Puddin', I do have survival rations. The difference is most of the rations that I have are 25-year shelf life freeze-dried, but the problem with freeze-dried, you need a shitload of water. So I do have some that are 5-year, like the SOS rations, and I also have, my girlfriend and I were making them for a while. If you go on YouTube and you look up emergency rations, there's a guy on there that'll show you step-by-step how to make them and bake them in your own oven. All you need is a vacuum sealer and obviously learn how to cook them. And I think those might have got rotated already, but you can cook your own emergency rations that'll last 5 years that are super high calorie. They're really, really, really easy to make. So if you want to make your own emergency rations, just go to YouTube and look up emergency food rations. And there's one guy who has a really good video, and it's really excellent. And if you want to buy the vacuum sealer, we have one super cheap. They're not expensive. You can vacuum seal your own rations, and it's a lot less money. Those are the types of things that I'll take on a camping trip if I get lost, because I'm not going to want to have to use a shitload of water and bring a bunch of freeze-dried food. Even though it's lighter, it still takes up a lot of space. So, the first pemmican's
really good. Sorry, I heard rations and camping. So we ate a lot of pemmican on the Survival HD filming that Kirsten had made. It was good.
This is the Cyclone, the Pocket BVM. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the BVM. It's basically a manual resuscitator. I've never actually used this, but
okay.
Can you actually? I don't know if it'll zoom to see the pictures or not.
Yeah,
see how it puts the cup over the face, and you're doing it by hand, so you're not putting your mouth on someone else's nasty looking face.
Yeah, I wouldn't give you CPR.
That's hurtful. I don't know why you wouldn't give me CPR. There's some other weird shit in here that I'm actually not sure what it is.
I'd be picking your beard hair out of my teeth.
That's very accurate. You would be. So I basically have a lot of stuff in here. I even have the old eye patch that you're probably never ever gonna fucking use. So Puddin', you have some high calorie survival chunks, light and basically caramels. Yeah, that's the type of stuff that you want to keep instead of freeze-dried food. Freeze-dried food is more if you're gonna keep at your house or at your bug-out retreat or your wherever location that you're gonna be going to. That's where you're gonna find the 25-year shelf life food much more handy.
Yep.
Much more.
Yeah, I don't like carrying any types of food that require water unless I'm camping and I know I'm near a water source. That's if I have guaranteed water, it's fine.
Yeah, much easier if you know you have guaranteed water, without question. So I was hoping that Puddin would go over to your house so you could stab him and then decompress him. Do you have a decompression needle?
If I did, it'd be in the outfitter, which I gave him.
Oh, okay. I have some extra if you need one.
Yeah, absolutely. Send it over. Can you get it to me before
5 or 6?
Can you get it to me before Friday's stream? What's today? Wednesday? Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
I know you have enough.
Hey, Puddin, you want to come over Friday to mod from my house, and also maybe we can play some games or something too. It'd be fun.
Puddin,
should do it.
Ramen? No, ramen's not what you want.
Nah.
You definitely don't want that for like long-term food storage.
No. I mean, it will last forever, and apparently you can rebuild furniture out of it.
You know what else will last forever?
Out of it,
possibly
and anything else.
Thousands of years. Honey. Raw honey will last fucking forever. Literally forever. It could crystallize.
I am a massive fan of honey.
And if you heat
Tupelo.
it will last.
So, if you get Tupelo honey, which unfortunately is really expensive right now because of the weather conditions in the Panhandle, there's been several seasons where it's they haven't had the harvest they wanted, so it's rather expensive right now. But Tupelo honey is the type of honey that does not crystallize ever. They found it in Egyptian pots, perfectly edible.
All right, so I'm going to look up. Quinn mentioned the Spear by North American Rescue, which is their new needle. I swear I'm going to look at that one because I want to say that Doc. I mentioned that to Doc, and he told me it was an overpriced piece of shit. But I don't know if he was saying that because he works for a different company or if he was being serious. The Simplified Pneumothorax Emergency Air Release. Wow, it's $45. Holy shit.
So, boring fun fact of the day. When my wife and I got married, our wedding gift to everybody that came were jars of Tupelo honey. We're kind of honey fans. And Tupelo is the best honey that you can possibly.
I don't think this is the one Doc was talking about. I think this could be a better, I'll have to check it out. This could be a better decompression needle.
If you use any other honey other than Tupelo, you are wrong.
Ooh, they have a video. Maybe we should watch NAR's video. It's kind of gross. Let's see how long it is. Hold on. Oh, you know what? Let's watch this. Hold on. I'm going to flip this over to the other screen.
All right.
We're going to watch the new Spear needle decompression by North American Rescue on their YouTube channel. And here we go.
Anterior chest insertion. This video is provided for you by North American Rescue.
Also, Quinn, I have more knives than you.
The following video is part of a complete training program. Each of these objectives is designed to ensure safe spear usage.
Just so everyone knows, we'll pause this. When we have a medical video, it's not going to be boring as fuck like this. Anyway, back to the video.
Indications, contraindications, and therapeutic benefits are important facets of safe spear usage. Identify 7 key features of the Spear Decompression Needle System.
I'm already bored.
Grasp
I
case
just want to see it
and
stabbed
ensure
in
safety
someone's
seal.
chest.
Twist off cap
That's all I want to see.
and remove spear.
Ooh, maybe they will.
Ooh, here we go.
Confirm landmarks. Second intercostal
That guy's
space,
got a fucked up looking chest.
mid-clavicular line.
Ugh. That's probably a dead person, actually.
That's fucked up that you're making fun of a dead person.
Well, I just realized that it was
Cleanse
probably a
according
dead
to
person.
protocol or standards.
Probably a cadaver. My bad.
Not safe for work, everybody.
Wonder if this could get us banned.
Insert
from Twitch.
needle set into skin.
Couldn't just say he's going to
identify
time
rib.
himself out.
Yes, Quinn.
Confirm
It's
depth.
definitely a cadaver.
Insert needle set
God.
less than
Oh.
or equal to 3 centimeters into pleural cavity. Release spin lock and thread catheter
Do not try this
over
at
the
home.
rib.
Do you understand?
Remove needle
Why are
and
you
disconnect
so weird
one-way
about it?
valve. Connect the one-way valve to the catheter hub.
Woo!
So here's what I don't like about that. The existing
Secure catheter.
the existing needle that they have now, you don't have to put that on. The valve is already there. The one-way valve already exists. So my question is, why can't I fucking close this? My question is, why would you need a valve that you have to put on separately? That I don't get. Dude, can I not figure out YouTube? What's going on here? There we go. Jesus.
Please get that off the screen.
That's probably the type of stuff that you get banned from Twitch. Hey, it's a medical procedure, and it's not even a real person. Not even a real person, okay?
Yeah, but someone will figure a way to be triggered by it.
Maybe, but hey, you know what? We're teaching how to save lives. We're talking about medical. We're showing you guys cool medical shit. And that is, if it's safe enough for YouTube, it's safe enough for Twitch. Just want to throw that out there, okay? Okay? You got a fucking problem with that? Yes, sir? That's alright. That's okay. Listen, Puddin', I'm going to fucking time you out in a minute. You are supposed to be our mod. Wait, hold on. I wonder if can I time out a mod?
Can you?
I don't know, but I don't want to
Try
do it
it.
for 10 minutes. Let me try it. Hold on.
Well, no, you can't. You have no idea how to time out for 5 seconds.
Yes, I do.
You always time out for 600 seconds.
Wait, hold on.
You don't know how to use technology.
That's because I'm not a mod, all right? I don't do this shit. All right, let's see. Timeout.
Careful, Quinn. He's going to time you out.
Where? No, Quinn. I'm not going to time out Quinn. Yeah, it's just timeout, username, then duration. So, timeout. At
Where the hell did that come from, Puddin'?
Lord Loser. 25. Should be 25 seconds. Boom. Survival Summit has timed out Puddin' for 25 seconds and deleted all his super weird text. You're a mod.
I'm curious what channels
yeah,
Puddin' has
good.
been watching to get the idea that we should wear small tank tops to get more famous.
Wait, what? I don't
Yeah,
think
you read that.
you guys definitely don't want to see that. You don't want to see me in a small tank top. You definitely do not.
I'll just go shirtless with some nipple pasties.
We're trying to get viewers, not fucking lose every viewer we've ever had. Ha! Puddin', I quit. Wow, it's already been 25 seconds. He's already back. What's up with that? Wait,
See?
You can't quit. You don't even work here. We already fired our moderator. Just kidding. You're a favorite moderator, Puddin'. Please don't quit. We need you.
Wait, if he quits now, do we still have to pay him for filming?
We need you. Don't leave us.
Stop. For the love of God.
Listen. Settle down.
It's like that scene from Little Mermaid where the seagull tries to sing.
Hey, well, I did cover that one song pretty well. If you don't,
You did. That was before stream. Once you get on stream, your
no,
accent.
No, not that one. What the hell was it? Johnny Cash.
The country one.
No,
Yeah, the country song earlier.
The Johnny Cash I
Fantastic.
did the cover for. I can't play that because I don't have any way to connect it from the app on my phone into the stream. Or do I?
Oh shit!
Oh, actually,
our mod is getting self-aware.
I command the bots. I actually think I can play it on stream. I'm not going to play it all. Maybe play a couple seconds of it. Do you remember the song I'm talking about?
Don't.
You don't like it?
No, I think it's a great fucking song, but
So what's the problem?
the likelihood of you not playing the parts that'll get us banned.
No, we won't get banned. I'm only going to play like 15 seconds of it. All right, here's my cover of Folsom Prison.
It was nice knowing you guys. This is our last broadcast.
Hold on. Let me see if I can even get this thing to work. I'm literally going to have to play it into the microphone.
This is amazing.
It's only going to be for like 10 seconds. You guys can be
Picture
the
your
judge.
phone's upside down, by the way.
It's fine. You guys can
Flip
be the
your phone
judge
over.
of... hold on, I got to get it to come on first. Hold on, I got to turn it up.
I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, time keeps dragging on.
Yep, Puddin' called it.
That's all you get. That's not copyright infringement. That's karaoke. The fuck out of here.
Karaoke.
Copyright infringement. Somebody's gonna get timed out again. Just kidding. I won't time you out again. I mean, I might, but you never know. So anyway, there's my cover of Johnny Cash. So
It was good. Sounded like an actual recording.
Well, it's a handy little app for karaoke.
I just have a hard time imagining you at a karaoke bar.
I wasn't at a karaoke bar. It was a.
Oh, you did that at home?
Karaoke.
You recorded
app.
yourself doing that at home?
I wouldn't do that in person. Are you crazy? No fucking way. I'd fuck it up. There's no way I'd do it in person. I'd screw it up completely. It wouldn't happen. Anyway, so we've kind of covered basically all the stuff I have in my medical kits. Daniel, do you have any medical kits handy? You want to show anyone? I would hope.
Nothing prepped, man. I saw that mountain of medical gear over there behind you, and
yeah, it's a lot of shit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything beyond what you have. I've got some stuff in my car. I've got some stuff down in the bedroom. Got some stuff in my go bag, but that's down in downstairs in the bedroom.
So here's another thing that I would highly recommend is that if you have a shed or if you have somewhere where you work in your garage, if you're going to work on your car, if you're not going to carry a tourniquet on you, put one in your garage. Put one near your tools. Put one near your fucking lawnmower if you have a shed. Anywhere. Always keep something handy because you never know. There's been so many incidents where the police have shown up to someone's house. They didn't have a tourniquet. No one had it. One cop was trying to use a fucking garden hose to stop the bleeding. Didn't work. The guy died. Turns out that officer had a tourniquet in his trunk. He had one in his car, but he didn't remember that he had it, and he didn't have it on his person. So by the time he got there, it was too late. Yes, definitely, Quinn. Definitely have one on when you use a chainsaw. That was highly recommended.
I saw a great video on Reddit the other day where this guy was using a chainsaw. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but it looked like he was in his basement.
And he glitched out. All you see is, this is the picture of Daniel doing the knife hand. I don't know what happened. We'll see if Daniel comes back. We'll see if his shitty internet connection will come back. But until then, I don't know what he was talking about. Some weird Reddit video or something. It's just funny looking at his face. He's forever frozen. Doing the karate. Oh, man. Anyway, so always carry a tourniquet. Now, another place where tourniquets are not being used, and they should be, is job sites. If you work construction. In my former life, which was only a few years back, I was a construction superintendent. I was also teaching OSHA construction 10-hour and 30-hour courses, teaching a lot of different electrical groups and things like that, and safety training. And I probably spent 15 plus years in construction management and probably 20 years in construction altogether. Hey, he's back.
I'm back.
He's back. Anyway, so all that time in construction, no one ever had tourniquets on the job. You think about all the shit these guys are working with. Guys are getting cut on jobs all the time, every fucking day. No one's got tourniquets. What do they have in those medical kits? They have those cheap Z-Medic box kits, and they have no tourniquets in them. They might have like a little rubber. It's basically a fucking rubber band. It's not going to save you. It's a total piece of shit. So, hey, when you're gone, it's the Puddin' and Jesse show now, bitches. Why do you keep texting me?
Putting what in Jesse's show?
Yes, we can do that. Okay, so yeah, no, Pudding was saying basically that since we lost your stream, that it was the Puddin' and Jesse show now, bitches, since Daniel was fucking outski.
Yeah, I was making a pun on that Puddin' and Jesse, and it sounds like Pudding in Jesse show, and I thought it was some weird insertion fetish.
You would think that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked
I'm
up.
sick. I need help.
So, guys, here's what we're going to do. Unless you guys have questions, we're probably going to turn our stream over and host our friend Nation X. I think he's playing a little bit of Call of Duty. playing a little bit of Call of Duty right now. He's probably... Puddin', are you going to be jumping on playing Call of Duty with him? Hello, Puddin'.
Now, real fast, Nation's channel. He's a vet. Puddin knows his history.
Yeah, Puddin', why don't you tell us a little bit about him? Make yourself useful as a moderator for once in your life. Instead of saying my balls in stream, which is weird and awkward.
No.
You son of a bitch.
What's BO4, by the way?
I'm not sure, actually. I don't know what the hell that is. Hey, don't.
I mean, I know like Battlefield, but I don't think BO4 is Battlefield.
Yeah, I don't know what BO4 is. I'm not enough of a gamer. Now I wonder, can we host his stream? And I don't think we can still talk while we're hosting his stream.
I don't think so. I think we just turn it.
Yeah,
Oh, Black Ops. Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay, Black Ops. Yeah.
Yeah. So still fun to watch, but
All right, fuckers. We are gonna leave. We are gonna listen. Don't go anywhere, okay? Just check out this other guy's stream. I'm sure it'll be fun. He's playing a little Black Ops 4. Don't leave. Watch his stream.
he's a cool guy.
At least for a little while. He's a cool guy. He's a veteran. He's fun to watch. So don't fuck around. If you leave, we're not going to let you back on our stream. I'm just kidding. We need all the viewers we can get, which is definitely not going to happen. But check him out. I'm going to get ready to host him if I can figure out how to do this correctly. So it might take,
It's
might
probably
take
gonna
a
fail
minute.
miserably.
So hopefully this
Qualifier
will...
time. Yes, Quinn. It's BC4.
What? All right. I
Read
think
the comment.
I'm doing this right. If not, you'll find out in a second. Raiding. What does it mean when you raid? How about raiding Nation X? I don't know what that means. Whatever. Fuck it. We'll just do it.
Of course, Dark Souls. I'm glad you could join us. Always feel free to speak up if you have any questions about things that we talk about. We'll go further in depth.
Yeah, definitely. And remember,
call us out on our bullshit. We're cool with that.
we're pretty new to
So-
streaming as well, so we're trying to learn all the ins and outs of streaming. If you guys want to subscribe to our channel, you can, but we don't really give a shit. All we do with subscriptions is we put that money into monthly giveaways, and we give away cool shit to you guys, for subscribing. That's it. We just put all the money back into the stream. Now,
Yeah,
If the
what did we
stream
give
gets-
away last week or last month?
last time it was Fire Pistons.
Yep.
So I don't know what
So
we're
we
gonna give
haven't
away
figured out what we're going to give away this month.
What the hell are we going to give away this month?
Good question.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll give away a tourniquet.
it'll be cool.
Maybe we'll give away
Yeah.
a cat
Oh, yeah.
tourniquet. Hmm?
Cat tourniquets are good.
All right, so don't go anywhere. We're gonna host Nation X. Please check out his stream. I'm gonna be watching it myself for a few minutes. So
Yep. We'll be
You
in
guys-
chat for a little bit, and then I got to go walk the dog.
cool story.
It's my new life, man. It's my
All
new
right,
life.
I'm gonna try this right now. Boom. I think it worked. I don't think they can hear me anymore, so I'm gonna end our actual stream.
So